just like to thank our fans. Time Warner Cable is a great thing for us to be on, helps us with recruiting, but it really helps the school of Siena. Time Warner is an unbelievable advantage that we have to be on, and I think that really fueled our kids today. Like, they knew that this game was on TV. They know it's Friday night, big game in Albany area, but they also know it's a big game across the state, and I thought we played with, defensive intensity. We shared the ball. Marquise was really, he didn't practice since Cornell. He was limping with a bad foot, but he got it out. Hammer got him ready. Greg Dashnow, best trainer in the world, got him ready. Ryan Oliver has a really bad sprained thumb, and we looked at each other, and I said, this game is on TV across the state of New York. No excuses. You have to play. And I thought the kids really showed a lot of motion and heart playing. Steve Masiello is one of the best coaches around. That team will be back. They've had millions of injuries. They have Crawford's missing. Stores was barely able to play. Don't be fooled. They're the two-time defending champs for a reason, and Steve will have that team ready, and I'm not looking forward to the January 4th meeting with them at all. They've won a bunch of games in a row in this building. I guess they beat us regular season, then they won 3 in a row. So our kids were fired up to play Manhattan, and I've been there with the injury thing. It's not fun. But make no mistake, Manhattan is a great program. That was a very lucky night we caught him on. And with Stores, he tried to play, but you can tell that he's just, probably his first time playing. And they're going to miss Crawford. And Shane Richards, I can't wait till he graduates. I just can't wait. 26 points. He's a great player. All during the game, I was telling Kinnan LaRose and Clara, that's who you have to be like, that kid. Just keeps competing. That's it. I'll take any questions.
All 5 starters in double figures scoring. Jimmy, third straight game. I think you've had 5 guys in double figures. Is that the kind of balance you're striving for rather than having 1 or 2 guys kind of dominating the scoring?
Yeah, we are a very balanced team. We are continuing to spread out the turnovers like nobody's business. Everybody has like 5. And then, so I said, if everyone's going to turn it over, can you at least all score? We're playing faster. Fran McCaffrey, man, boy, I'll tell you what, don't ever go out for lunch with that guy. We are scoring in bunches, and I think Fran McCaffrey, when he came and visited, had a lot to do with it. We went over his transition. Fran and Margaret, probably Margaret, she's a better coach than he is anyways. Fran and Margaret, she's got to run on makes. Margaret, you're absolutely right. But you're going to turn the ball over. And Fran told me that. You're going to score points. In other words, yes, everyone's going to score. It's Ronald Moore, it's Franklin, it's Ublis. You spread it out. This is how you do it. You run on makes. They're going to lose Bisping because he inbounds the ball. But he warned me that we were going to have turnovers, and the good news is he's right on both parts, but we're going to keep scoring and running. And Javion's amazing. Javion's like a little coach out there. He just waits and sees what angles he can get and what advantages we have. And then, Brett's Brett. I didn't even think Brett played. I don't mean he didn't play well. Brett played really hard. He was a little sped up. And Brett could have had 20 tonight because he missed a few layups and a couple buckets I thought he usually makes and got a cheap foul that he reached on. But we're going to have different guys score every night, but Marquise and Brett, their attitudes have been tremendous. Javion's he's slowly turning into a leader, and Levon was good against the press. They really play hard, Manhattan. They run all over the place, and Levon got us some easy baskets, and then, warmly, that was a surprise. Look, I didn't know he was going to make his 3. I didn't know he was going to get the offensive. I talked to him about rebounding at 6'4". You have to be 6'3" rebound, and got a big offensive rebound when they're making their run. So, yeah, we're scoring. We are spreading out all our statistics along the board, including turnovers and fouls. So we'll work on it. I'll take next question.
Yeah, Jimmy, you had a big first half lead. They closed it up a little bit, even the beginning of the
knew they were
second
gonna.
half. And how pleased were you with the fact that you were able to then re-extend the lead? And
No, I was. But I talked to Levon and Brett in the close games, and the MAAC's going to have close games. You can't pick up your 3rd and 4th fouls. Steve knows what he's doing. He brought him in and said they just went to the line 20 times, so we're going to drive the ball. They drove the ball to shorten the game. That's Mike Krzyzewski's thing. When you're down, drive the ball, shorten the game, get to the free throw line. They were going to do it, and they did it. I was pleased that we answered the bell. I thought our freshmen played pretty well. Nico was good, and Kenny's picking up. But obviously, Kinnan LaRose just, Ryan had his thumb hurt, and you could tell Ryan wanted to go because Ryan's a good guy, wants to play, but he just wasn't ready, so he really banged it on one play. He looked over at me, and I said, fine, it's your turn, Kinnan. You only scored like 2,000 points in high school. Can we get like 200? So Kinnan was fine. He's not afraid, Kinnan. He does little hustle plays too. So I think those 3 helped us kind of. It's funny because Evan Fisher's sort of the leader of that group. He's kind of loud and funny. He's like, he says these funny sayings. And I think the freshmen are growing up a little bit. Playing tough games early, playing the tournament games early, going have a loss at Cornell, see not everything's okay. the freshmen are learning. So I think that helped us kind of break the lead back out. Nico's pretty tall. Nico, great energy. I joke around, he's crazy. Nico Claire's not crazy. Nico Claire's a very calculating guy. He's not. I joke around. He's just because he's so much energy that we're not used to. He was going to play defense, and he was like rooting for Kinnan, and then he's like, Kinnan, we got this. And then he's looked at Kenny and said, Kenny, you can go rebound, and then Evans bringing them together a little bit. So it's nice to have. But I mean, I thought they really, in other words, we could have gone back 10, 9, 8, 7, but there's them making some plays, which is really nice to have.
Jimmy, you rebounded them by 19. Is that an area where you thought you feel like might have?
Yeah, we're bigger than they are. I mean, look, Steve Masiello in Manhattan is a program to be reckoned with, but make no mistake, they lost. I mean, Pankey could have come back this year. They probably beat us with that guy. He was unbelievable, the Maryland transfer. He had a tough break. Stores gets hurt, but Pankey was a man among boys last year, and he had Ramel Brown. He's got 2 new big guys. It's hard to get big guys. He's working through that. Pankey's out there tonight. We're in trouble. We don't out rebound anybody by 19. So Pankey walks in and says he wants to go pro, and Steve says, "I'm going to support you." Instead of trying to talk him out, he says, "I know you want to make money. Thanks for the 2 championships." I talked to Steve about this. Thanks for the 2 championships. I'm going to support you. A lot of coaches wouldn't do that. Pankey gone opens up the middle. Forget about how good Andahar was. Forget about Ramel Brown 2 years ago, but Pankey was a force to be reckoned with, and he's not there. So it's the MAAC. You don't just reload. It's not. He's at Louisville. I was at Maryland. You don't just reload. He'll get those 2 big guys he's got going. I think Waterman's really good. We got lucky he was in foul trouble, but Williams is playing out of position, but he's really good. And then, like I said, they miss Crawford, and Shane's good. And when Stores gets healthy, and then the kid Wilson and Capuano. But tonight was about our energy, and that's usually the most energetic statistic. Greg Popovich talks about it all the time. You want to know how your energy is? Check out your rebounding statistics. By the way, we came off a loss and won. I remember losing, watching Wisconsin lose and saying, we're probably not going to beat them on 2 days because they just lost. We lost. We didn't take that loss lightly. In other words, we didn't freak out that we lost to Cornell, but nobody was happy on the bus. No yelling. We don't do that anymore around here. We just talk about what's going on next, and the next thing is we have to play Manhattan at home. And our players said on Wednesday, we need to watch this tape. I don't want to watch that tape. Jordan Watson did a great job, our assistant. No, we need to watch the last 4 minutes of Cornell. This is how you get better, because I'm kind of like everything's positive, stay per you. But anyways, thanks for coming. But the real reason that we won by so much, Mark, I thought I'd share this with you, is that in 1965 on this date was the first time the Merry Pranksters played together, which is the Grateful Dead. The first time, December 4th, at Ken Kesey's house in 1965, they all got together. So I knew we were winning.